We can do 9 and 10. Hopefully I can do 9 and 10. So let's go to problems 9 and 10. Okay, here we go. Let's see, there's Shay. Alright, so 9 and 10. Morgan. Alright, guys, so we are going through the review, and I think Morgan Brooks asked me for problem 9 and 10. Alright, so Marie deposited money in a bank, has been withdrawing from the account each month. Below is a graph representing the situation. Okay, perfect. Total money in the bank account, that is your variable, dependent variable. Oops, that's not what I want. There we go. This is the dependent variable. Your independent variable is down here. Oftentimes, the independent variable will deal with time. Okay, so keep that in mind. Place a point on the x-intercept. All right, x-intercept. What are the coordinates of the x-intercept on the graph? Well, can you guys tell me? I could show you, but can you tell me? X-intercept is going to be on the x-axis. And it's going to be, I don't think it's 11.5. Yeah, I would go, it looks to me like it's directly in between 10 and 12. So that is going to be a number for the x and 0. So place a point. I would put that point right there. And yes, that is 11. Or you could say 11, 0. But you really just need to say 11. So what is the meaning of the x-intercept in the context of that situation? Take a look and use your variable labels to help you. So I would say in this situation, after 11 months, what has happened? Okay, yeah, she has no more money. After 11 months, she has no more money in the account. More money in the account. Because she keeps taking money out, and if you take money out all the time, you are eventually going to run out if you don't add more. Okay? Excellent. Letter C, place a point on the y-intercept. What are the coordinates of the y-intercept? 110. Which Morgan is this, by the way? I think you both just have Morgan and Morgan. Ooh, that's like the commercial. There's Morgan, Morgan, and Morgan, I think. Brooks. Yes. So y-intercept is on the y-axis. That's going to be right there. Yes, it is 110. Or as an ordered pair, you could say 0, 110. Like so. What is the meaning of the y-intercept in the context of this problem situation? I would say, and you can type if you want to. Here we go. She started with yes. Okay. All right. Welcome all people, new people coming into the e-learning. Hope you guys are well. We are going over some review questions from the review packet. Hopefully you have that. Let me know if you do not have it with you. I can a little bit later upload it onto Canvas. So I could do that. Meaning of the y-intercept. Y-intercept, this is problem number 9 of the review packet, would be that she initially deposited $110 in the bank, or in her account, in her new account, I would say. I'll just say account. It might not be new. Okay. All right. Then it says, what is the slope of the line? Well, notice it is going in what direction? It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Yeah, it is going down. So we know it's going to be negative. And if you look, you need to look at the intersection of the grid lines. So I'm looking here to 70. So from 90 to 70, okay, remember, slope is change in y over change in x. So from here to here is a negative 20. I think my stuff bugging. I can't hear you. So I'm just gonna, okay. So sorry about that. Ah, here comes Miss Rachel. All right, welcome one and all. Nah, we're just going over the review. Oh, I didn't even see what he saw. So that is a decrease of 20, and the X amount is over 2, so negative 20 over 2. Wait a minute. Change in Y, change in X. 2 minus 4. Okay, 20 over negative 2. Yeah, it's negative 10. Basically negative 10. Okay. All right. What is the meaning of the slope in the line, slope of the line in the context of the problem? So, anybody want to talk to me about that? What does it mean for the problem? Money deposited in a bank has been withdrawing from the account each month. So, basically, what page is this? It's problem number 9. Of, I guess, the second to last page. I don't see a page number on here. So the meaning of the slope is, where did you get 2 and 4? After every month she withdraws $10. Yes, that is correct, Osmond. Okay, so back to Morgan's question. Where did I get 2 and 4? That is your change in X. Oops. Gosh darn it. So if I look down at the bottom, that point was 90 and 2. So this is like y sub 2 minus y sub 1 and x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay? So I went down a total of 20, and we went to the right by 2. Or doing it this way, 20 over negative 2 is negative 10. So meaning of the slope, she withdrew, yeah, just checking, she withdrew $10 from her account each month. Can't find it. Are you looking at the review packet? Do you have your review packet, or you can't find the review packet at all? Yeah, we're on the review packet. Okay. I can't keep up with all these chat things. Okay. Write a function rule or equation that represents the relationship shown by the graph. All right, so since this is a linear function, linear because there is a line, function because, yes, I could do the vertical test and it would only cross in one place. That means y equals mx plus b. What is my b amount? What is that? What are we also known that as? B is also the what? No, B is not the slope. B is the other main part, which is the y-intercept. That is where you begin, okay? So my y-intercept is at 110. And what is my slope? When we said slope before, and maybe I should do that and put this back. Yeah, y-intercept, that is your b value, and slope is your m value. So when you say y equals mx plus b, we get y equals -10 times x plus b is plus 110. Any questions about that? And Morgan, you asked specifically about that. So any additional questions? I mean, when you find have a slope that like that, just know it's going to be, definitely going to be negative because it's going down from left to right. And then, find yourself a couple of points. You're going from here to here, and then you're going from here to here. So 20 over 2, that's 10, and then it would be negative. Or you can set up it as y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And again, it doesn't matter which point you start with as long as you're consistent and use the same coordinates for x sub 2, y sub 2. Those have to be the same ones that are together, x sub 1, y sub 1. Okay? Something wrong if we put no. Technically, no. I think y equals mx plus b is better, but I mean, basically, she is starting with $110, and then she is decreasing it, so it matches the actual problem better. Same thing. Okay, I would not count it wrong. All right, number. Did she say 8 and 9? 8 and 9? Or did she say 9 and 10? Brooke, I don't remember. Brooke. Morgan Brooks. I don't remember. Was it 8 and 9 or 9 and 10? Or which one do you want to see next? Did we do the other one already? 8 and 9, 9 and 10. I can't remember. I suppose I could go look in the chat, but that'll probably take me out. Okay, let's see here. Chat. I need help on one. Okay. Let me. Where is the chat? Oh, come on. Where is Morgan? I'm gotta find it. 9 and 10. Okay. 9 and 10. So 10. Let's go to 10, and then Rachel, I'll go to 1. Okay. So I need to go back to sharing. See if I can get this to pop up. Okay, so number 10. Carmen is saving up for her senior formal dress. Oh, how appropriate. She has agreed to babysit for her neighbor over the weekend to earn money. After 4 hours, she figures she has $82 towards the cost of her dress. After 12 hours, she has earned $166. Identify the independent and dependent variables. Okay, so independent variable doesn't care about anything, will go on no matter what is going on in the problem. So I often tell people that independent has to often deal with time, because time just goes. It does not stop for anyone. So independent variable here, I would say number of hours of babysitting. Yeah, we'll put that. Number hours babysitting. And the dependent variable is going to be, anyone? Total money earned. Okay. Now remember, this is a linear function, or we hope it is, since this question is here in linear functions. How much does Carmen earn for each hour of babysitting? Okay. So we know 4 hours of babysitting, she got 82. After 4 hours, she figures she has $82 towards the cost of her dress. Kind of sus there, the way they put that. Towards the cost of her dress. After 12 hours of babysitting, she has earned $166. So what can you tell me from those figures, if anything? Anyone? Well, if we subtract the amount from 12 to 4, that means she actually babysat 8 hours, right? And $166 minus the 82 means that in 8 hours she got $84, which means if you find your handy dandy calculator like I have, I need to watch my time. 84 divided by 8. So she is earning 84. You would take 84 divided by 8 and you would get $10.50 is what we are supposing. Okay, that's for 1 hour. So she makes, you can set it up as a proportion sort of. So she makes $84 in 8 hours. How much would she would make in 1 hour? Okay, you would set that up as a proportion if you want, and you could cross multiply, or you can, 84 divided by 8 is the same as something over 1, and that gives you your answer of $10.50. I don't know if that made enough sense or not, but when you cross multiply, you would say 8 times x equals 84 times 1, and you would get the same thing. Divide by 8, divide by 8, x equals $10.50. All right, so how much did Carmen already have saved toward her dress? Aha, so she had some saved before we get to the 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours, after 4 hours of babysitting, she had $82. That does not mean that she made $82 from that 4 hours of babysitting, because she only gets $10.50 an hour. So if we take 4 times that $10.50, I think we get what, $42? 1054 to, yep, okay. So the amount that she had minus the $42 means that she had $40 in her piggy bank already. $40 before she was babysitting. Yeah, and when I said it was a little sus, it says she had $82 towards the cost of her dress. They didn't say $82 from babysitting. Okay. Write an equation that models this situation. Okay. So y equals mx plus b. Y equals, what is the slope, or what's the amount that is consistent each time? The amount she's earning, right? Maybe she advertises it's a flat fee of $10.50 per hour, where X is your number of hours. But she had some money before that, so she really started with the $40 in her piggy bank. Okay? So if the dress costs $255, how many hours must she babysit in total before she can afford the dress? So $255 is what we have. We need to know how many hours must she babysit total. Well, she had some money to begin with, so what should I do with that money she began with? Substitute. We could do that. We could do that. What would I substitute in for what? I was going to go a different route, but that would absolutely work. Yes. So this is your final amount, $255. So we could substitute that in for y and say $255 is equal to $10.50 times X number of hours to babysit plus the 40 that we had. So we would subtract 40, and this is what I was basically going to do. But hey, we set it up. We're solving this equation. I love it. So the 40 cancels out. Here I have 215 is equal to $10.50 times X, divide by 1050, divide by 1050. Those cancel out. X is equal to, so this is 215 divided by $10.50 is 20.476. And what is X again? How many hours? So this is 20.476 hours. That is the minimum she would need. So do I need to round down? Would 20 hours give her enough money? Or is this, in this situation, I need to round up? Because, yes, we do need to round up. This is the minimum. Excellent. Yes, both Osmond and Rachel. This is the minimum you need to reach $255. So we would need a little extra. So we need 21 hours of babysitting at $10.50 per hour. And you don't really need to tell me that last part, but I'm just adding that on. Okay? Any questions about that last one? Ooh, only a couple minutes left. For those of you that came late to the party, I believe, I haven't talked to BSQ, but I'm thinking right now we would possibly test on Thursday. So despite, instead of whatever happens tomorrow, at the very least, we would be doing something like this again, answer more questions, and hopefully test on Thursday. So I think I have 2 minutes left. Which of these are functions? Now, we said functions don't always have to be linear. So they don't necessarily have to be linear. Which are functions? Or maybe which are not functions? Which are not functions? Anybody? The second graph. Yeah, this one right here. I think that's probably what you're saying. That is correct. That is not a function because the vertical line test would not work there. 4, 5, 7, 9. Ah. 4, 5, 7, 9. I think those are both. I think these are okay. X squared plus y squared equals 16. You might not know this, but this is the equation of a circle. So a circle, this would not be. X squared equals y, or y equals x squared. That means we could have, if 9 was y, it could be 3 squared, or it could be negative 3 squared. I think that one, I want to say that one should be okay. I should look at these a little bit more closely. Okay. Oh, look at the time. So I'm going to use that as my excuse. But I know x squared plus y squared equals 16. That one's off. I think this one would be, this one would be, this one would be, this one should be, because that's just linear. Okay, that's my next class. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Answer review key. Not going to put that out probably until maybe tomorrow. Okay? Not until tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow night, because if we're doing the test on Thursday, I will double check with BSG, but please be checking your messages on Canvas, okay? Thanks for showing up, guys. I will hopefully see you in person tomorrow. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Stay warm. Yeah, don't go outside. I don't even have birds at my bird feeder. It's so cold. All right. Let's talk about the lottery. How do I get him out? Oh. Okay. 10:06. 10:07. That's it. Antonio, Cadence, JL, Reem, Mariana, Sherman, Sorash, Stephen. Hey, sports fans and people who love cold weather. I hope you are doing well. We can probably let these people in. And So, Ashley S. Well, are you getting any more sleep? Let me know. Write me something in the chat. What time does it start? Ooh, shoot. It's time to start. What do we have here? Hey! Hey, how are ya? Should I say oats? Barley! All right. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. You guys miss me, don't ya? Hey, Amir. Hello. Saeed. Luis. All right, so please take out your review packet. I did